Here we are.
A view out
Yeah.
in that direction. Okay. Well, if you sit there, I can sort of point it down towards the view and towards you.
Pretty good backdrop.
And it's not actually raining.
Do the mist will clear and we'll get a nice view.
It focuses itself, doesn't it?
Is it the focus went blurred?
Well, I don't know.
Can you see?
No, I mean, I would need my glasses to know the detail, but I'm just...
It was focusing on you, okay? Yeah, well, that's fine.
Is that all right? Okay,
yeah.
Good.
It should see me.
This one does.
Here we are, slightly lower down. This is called Monkey Puzzle. It's another one of my poems. It's for my mum Angela and my sister Shirley. A puzzled monkey me, staring at the branches of the monkey puzzle tree. How did it come to be, looking through the window at a puzzled monkey me? It's monkey geometry, zigzags arms of the monkey puzzle tree. How I'd like to see the world from its top, a puzzled monkey me. How easy would it be to shimmy up the bark of the monkey puzzle tree? What a sight to see, swinging from its tails, a puzzled monkey me of the monkey puzzle tree. That was the tree of my childhood. This is called Little Viennese Waltz, and it's by Federico Garcia Lorca, and it's for the poet John Savage. In Vienna there are 10 little girls, a shoulder for death to cry on, and a forest of dried pigeons. There is a fragment of tomorrow in the Museum of Winter Frost. There is a 1,000-windowed dance hall. Aye, 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 take this closed-mouth waltz. Little waltz, little waltz, little waltz, of itself of death and of brandy that dips its tail in the sea. I love you, I love you, I love you, with the armchair and the book of death, down the melancholy hallway in the irises' darkened garret. Aye, 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 take this broken, wasted waltz. In Vienna there are 4 mirrors in which your mouth and the echoes play. There is a death for piano that paints little boys blue. There are beggars on the roof. There are fresh garlands of tears. Aye, 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 take this waltz that dies in my arms. Because I love you, my love, in the attic where the children play, dreaming ancient lights of Hungary, through the noise, the balmy afternoon, seeing sheep and irises of snow, through the dark silence of your forehead. Aye, 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 take this I will always love you waltz. In Vienna I will dance with you, in a costume with a river's head. See how the hyacinths line my banks. I will leave my mouth between your legs, my soul in a photograph and lilies, and in the dark wake of your footsteps, my love, I will have to leave violin and grave the waltzing ribbons. I'm talking of sheep, there were plenty around that were staring at us a minute ago. This is for Jean Rafferty, novelist and literary light of the Scotia Bar, Glasgow. It's To His Coy Mistress by Andrew Marvell. Had we but world enough and time, this coyness lady were no crime. We would sit down and think which way to walk and pass our long love's day. Thou by the Indian Ganges side shouldst rubies find, I by the tide of Humber would complain. I would love you 10 years before the flood, and you should, if you please, refuse till the conversion of the Jews. My vegetable love should grow vaster than empires and more slow. 100 years should go to praise thine eyes, and on thy forehead gaze, 200 to adore each breast, but 30,000 to the rest, an age at least to every part, and the last age should show your heart. For lady, you deserve this state, nor would I love at lower rate, but at my back I always hear time's winged chariot hurrying near, and yonder all before us lie, deserts of vast eternity. Thy beauty shall no more be found, nor in thy marble vault shall sound my echoing song. Then worms shall try that long-preserved virginity, and your quaint honour turn to dust, and into ashes all my lust. The grave's a fine and private place, but none I think do there embrace. Now therefore, while the youthful hue sits on my skin like morning dew, and while thy willing soul transpires at every pore with instant fires, now let us sport as while we may, and now like amorous birds of prey, rather at once our time devour, than language in this slow-chapped power. Let us roll all our strength and all our sweetness up into one ball and tear our pleasures with rough strife through the iron gates of life. Thus, though we cannot make our son, time stands still, and yet we will make him run. This one's called Rondeau Redouble by Wendy. It's for Jane Overton, the poet. There are so many kinds of awful men, one can't avoid them all. She often said she'd never make the same mistake again. She'd always make a new mistake instead. The chinless type who made her feel ill-bred, the practised charmer, less charming when he talked about the wife and kids and fled. There are so many kinds of awful men, the half-crazed hippie, deeply into Zen, whose cryptic homily she came to dread, the fervent youth who worshipped Tony Benn. One can't avoid them all, she often said, the ageing banker, rich and overfed, who held forth in the dollar and the yen. Though there were many more mistakes ahead, she'd never make the same mistake again. The budding poet scribbling in his den, odes not to her, but to his pussy Fred. The drunk who fell asleep at 9 or 10, she always made a new mistake instead. And so the gambler was at least unwed, and didn't preach or sneer or wield a pen, or hoard his wealth or take the Scotch to bed. She'd lived and learned and lived and learned, but then there are so many kinds.
Ah, tinge of bitterness in that, I think. It's good though.
This one's by Ray Evans. It's called The Bird's Shadow Always Falls in the Nest, and it's for Ray, Gwen and Olive. I have flown so far, mother. Is our nest warm? I am returning with my worldly goods. Will you wait as I fly south, as you did at my birth, mother, when the blackbird sang to your soft summer bed? Wash me up again. Hold me up to the rain. I have flown so far, mother, from one nest to another. Shall I do another one, or another couple while the rain's off?
Yeah, we'll do a couple of short ones, yeah. Well, that was a short one, wasn't it?
That was a short one.
A couple more short
do another
ones,
couple. This is by Daphne Gulland, who's been an amazing supporter of Earth Love. It's called Listen to the Song of Your Soul, and it's by Daphne. She also has a website, www.saltcross.com, dedicated to spiritual healing, health and well-being, books and poetry. So this one's going all the way to Germany in Alfter, and it's for Daphne. Listen to the song of your soul. Listen to the message you've never been told. Days do come and nights do go. Nights are long and full of dreams. Reality is nothing like what it seems. Your soul is there to make you aware of another world, seemingly far away, but yet in a marvellous way. Close to you, a part of you. You just have to listen to the song of your soul. Listen to the message you've never been told. And this is the last one at this stop. We'll do some more later. And this one is for Antony Johae, the poet, and it's by Antony Johae, who lives in Lebanon, and this poem is dedicated to a just peace in the Middle East. At Cana he made water into wine, and with a word revived the Lord's Son, feverish in Capernaum. It is not far to Galilee from Mount Lebanon, as the cranes fly south after summer. But now there's no gateway to Galilee, no pass, no passage, no thoroughfare. The border's barred and Galilee's a no-go zone. You can't even phone. Would that he come once more to Cana, filled water pots to the lip with wine, settled an unlikely marriage, and saw war's fever cured, the way restored. That's it for now.
Okay. There's something green flashing in the bottom right.
Let me have a wee look.
So I moved there because I wanted to see those fantastic clouds in the background. It's probably all right.
It's all right. I think it's all right.
I wanted to get a picture shot across there.
Oh, did you get it?
Yeah.